I don't know if I agree on your statement. Like, how do you believe in something if you haven't done it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know anal's a thing.
I'm Roni.
I'm Key, and welcome back. Okay. Woo! Welcome.
Yay.
Today, guys, we're going to make something called a bourbon tea. I hope that's not already a name.
But if it is, it's the P&P version.
Exactly.
So,
exactly. So we already filled our lovely glasses with ice, right? So I'm going to make the beautiful mocktail first. Okay. Cranberry juice today. Ooh, yum. Yeah.
Refreshing.
We had a few options of this, guys, but cranberry and pineapple just sounds good.
Yeah.
So we had to make it happen. All right. So we had about a splash of cranberry. Now we're going to splash just good old pineapple.
Yum.
I would say about 0.75 ounces, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go with that. And ooh, it stinks. So now
I can't wait.
Now you have a lemon. All right. So we're just gonna put 2 squirts of lemon in there just to sweeten it up. Well, no, tarten it up. Yeah. And a little bit of agave. This is our sweetener. 1 pump this week. And then this is sweet and sour mix. So if you don't have sweet and sour, it's okay. Just really mix a lime, a lemon, and get some sugar. It does the same thing.
Sweet, sour.
Exactly. All right, shake it up. Favorite part. Squirt, it all the time. Yeah. And strain it like this, like so. Oh my gosh, forgot the stirrers in my bag. Please try it. Let's see how it goes.
It's bussin'.
Yes.
10 out of 10, y'all.
You heard it here first. I had no idea what it would taste like. It is good? Mm-hmm. Okay. Next, the cocktail.
The real stuff.
The cock. All right. This week it's whiskey. Of course, it's a bourbon tea, so you can't really have it without bourbon.
Period.
I'm going to say that's like almost 2 ounces.
Yeah.
We have lemon. I'll get 2 squirts for me too.
A little tartness.
Yeah, a little bit of tart. And instead of the pineapple, right, we're going to switch it up and put some spiked lemonade. Ooh.
I'm not going to lie. I'm tempted, y'all. I'm tempted.
It smells delicious already.
Yeah.
Some sweetener.
It looks delicious. And I'm not even a whiskey drinker.
Yeah, me neither. It was just for you guys. A little bit of sour, tiny bit, right? All right. And your favorite part? Shake that out. You're going to just strain it like so.
Oh, my Lanta.
Yum.
That looks like it can make all my troubles go away.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. It just might.
All right, y'all. Meet us at the couch.
Meet us there.
I'm Roni.
I'm Key. And this is
the Perspective
and Perception Podcast.
Yeah.
Today, our conversation starter is, would you consider yourself being a good guy? Or a good person?
Yeah, a person.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you consider yourself to be a good person?
Yeah.
How about you, Roni?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part.
Yeah.
I'm never... Actually, yeah.
Damn, what?
Yeah, I think I'm a good person. Sometimes not to a fault, but sometimes I feel like I'm trying to do be nice or something, and then I feel like people are not trying to be as nice. Like, people are not as nice as I try to be, or I'm like, I don't know.
Your energy isn't reciprocated type of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, as long as you're not killing, stealing.
Yeah, no,
you know,
no,
like
yeah. I'm not trying to get up on anybody. I'm not trying to hit no licks. I'm not.
yeah,
No,
that's
I'm not
fair. No PPP loans over here.
pew pew.
Oh.
That's a COVID reference.
But no, I agree. I think you're a good person. You have a good heart. Like you treat people fairly. You treat people like as if you wanted to be treated, type of thing. So I mean, damn, you have to be like a bad person for me to call you bad. You know, a bad person. I feel like I'm a good person too.
Yeah.
I care about others. I'm not malicious. I don't, harm anybody. So I mean, I hope y'all are good people too.
Yeah.
Like if you don't consider yourself a good person, then why? Like we want to hear.
Why.
Yeah. Drop
no judgment. Just wondering.
Oh yeah, for sure. We listen and we don't judge. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, seriously. That was a quick conversation starter. But how do you feel? Deep dive, like self-assess.
Get into it.
Yeah, very important. But today, this is why y'all are really here.
Our topic is: are you the villain in somebody's story? We're kind of just taking a look at self-awareness and accountability, right? Can you think of a time someone's perspective on your actions made you reconsider your actions?
Yes. So one of my old regulars from Kickback Jacks, right? He was very critical of women in general because, and you could tell that clearly off that. So, I'm not going to think too deep into anything that he says, but he mentioned like I had yawned with my mouth open and then I did something else. I can't think of it right now, but it just made me reflect of like what I do in public, how comfortable I am, and how comfortable I show people in public, that I am.
That's like in a that made you reconsider like, oh wow, like maybe I shouldn't be so comfortable.
I've always been like the person to stand on like I be on my toes a lot.
Yeah.
So I feel like him putting it out there that he noticed something that I did, it just made me think twice. Like, oh, okay, people are literally watching. Yeah, like people pay attention to everything you do. Like people pay attention. Like it could be the smallest little thing or little detail, but people are watching. Like for people who steal, like. Okay, this happened at my job, right?
Yeah.
People who steal, I don't understand why you feel like nobody's watching you. Because that would be the first thing on my mind. Yeah. Like somebody's watching you. And it could be because of just like that experience. Like he made it known that he was observing me.
Yeah.
So it just made me feel like, what the fuck? And anybody can be observing you. So yeah, little things like that. One of my friends came to pick me up at my house. And I'm a naturally bubbly person, right? So like when you see me, I'm gonna always be smiling. Like it's just like a little, I don't know what's up with me, right? So it's the energy, but my friend made it known. She was like, you don't always have to give 100% of your energy. I was like, all right. So that actually made me stop and like in certain situations and certain people I speak to, I have that in the back of my mind. Like I won't be as like smiling. Even Kim Kardashian, she had made a comment. She said one of her like publicists or stylists or something said like, why are you smiling so much? Like stop being the one in the room that smiles the most. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Right. I don't know why that stuck with me too, but yeah.
I feel like, what the hell? I don't know how I feel about that for you. I don't know. Just because, like, why should you change who you are just because somebody else isn't like that? That's what makes us individuals. The fact that you're a bubbly person and you like to be, like, high energy and happy when you see people.
Yes.
If your friend wasn't like that, opposites attract, or like, you know what I'm like?
I understand. I 100% understand.
Yeah.
It just, I guess, it didn't change who I am at all.
Right,
but it gave me something else to think about, something else to assess. I guess within myself, like, am I giving 100% to people who are giving 20? Am I things of that nature? How do you feel?
Yes. And I can say, let me see, can you think of a time someone's perspective on your actions made you reconsider your actions? Um, this kind of directly correlates to like parenting for me.
Okay.
I don't know if this sounds terrible, but like I was a short-tempered young child parent. Yeah, I was a short-tempered, like just little things. I'd be like
intolerable.
Yeah, and like my kids, they thought I was like a mad person. Like, yeah, it hurt my feelings. Like, and who am I to have hurt feelings when I'm being an asshole to children, right? So, yeah, and it was kind of like George loves kids. He's so good with kids.
Oh,
he acts like a kid. So they kind of thought I was like an upset, like an angry person, and then they would always want to be around George, and then I'd be like, damn, like why don't they ever want to hang out with me? So then I had to look at myself and be like, well, maybe if you weren't such a yelling ass,
I understand,
like quick to what are you doing type parent, then maybe your kids would want to play with you or hang out. Like, I don't know, this sounds so bad.
No, it doesn't.
When I realized that that's how they perceived me based off of how I was acting, I quickly had to do like a self-evaluation and like turn it around, because like I don't ever want I always want to be like a safe place for my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they were looking at me as like the angry mom, I was like, oh my gosh, no. That's definitely something that like immediately sticks out. I just have a tendency to come off as like an angry person.
Why do you feel that way?
It's like stupid shit pisses me off, and like stupid shit might be little, maybe insignificant, like what, that shouldn't bother you, but to me, I'm like, why are you doing that?
It doesn't come off as angry. It comes off as like over it.
Like, yeah, but you can't be over it all the time, over everything.
If the shit keeps happening, if it's repetitive, yes, you can.
But not repetitive necessarily, just stuff that is, to me, an inconvenience. Like,
you don't like being inconvenienced.
But it might not even really be an inconvenience. It might just be like, I wish I could think of an example.
Okay.
But it took some time for me. And for me, like, I think that I always used to blame the fact that, like, oh, my dad's a short-tempered person, so I just have his temper. I used to blame that on my behavior until I finally was like, no, I don't think that short temper is like genetic. What can we do to flip it? What can we do to switch it? And then, I like had to do some work because it wasn't overnight. Like, and even George would tell me, he'd be like, yo, why are you, like, it's not that big of a deal, relax. And I'd be like, but there's crayons all over the place. Like, that's what happens when you have kids, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Clean them up.
Like it's okay.
But something so insignificant, something so silly, something so like
small.
What are they supposed to do? Sit in a corner and not like,
Yeah. I see your concern.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can see both sides too. Like, there's always going to be a parent that's going to be the fun parent, because the fun parent's not going to have the authoritative action as the authoritative.
100%. And I'm definitely the authoritative parent.
Okay.
And we've had that conversation. George and I, we've had that conversation many a time, and where I'm like, yo, I don't always want to be like the freaking iron fist. Like, sometimes I do want to be the fun one. Okay, I want to take a prize creep too. Still, again, I had to do some inner work.
Okay.
Reevaluate. Because I couldn't blame like my short temper, I'm just mad because my dad was mad. I couldn't blame that on him to be like, well, why are you the fun parent and I'm the bad guy? Because I was the bad guy
type of thing.
It was
not bad guy, but
no, I would consider like not bad guy, but like
harsh.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, like, if I had a more authoritative parent or even mom, I would probably like appreciate it. In some way, shape, fashion.
And I'm not gonna lie, that kind of, because I think we've talked about it before. Like my mom, she was very
Free. Yeah,
she was a
you
free
did.
spirit. Not a free spirit, but like as far as like me, as I got a little bit older, not an adult, but just a little bit older, she was like more like, yeah, go ahead, sure, cool, whatever.
Live your life.
Yeah. And so I think even that sometimes I would be like, well, no, like I need there to be more structure, But like they were little kids. Structure for what? Yeah. She was more free with me when I was like 16, 17, 15-ish.
Okay.
Not little kids.
3.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's like not something I'm super proud or like, but I am very happy and proud to say that like I have done the work to like turn that around. That's not how my kids view me anymore.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Growth is everything.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. I'm glad you reached that goal for yourself, Roni. You're welcome. See, dreams come true at PMP. I swear. I used to do a lot of self-reflecting, like after a breakup or something, but and then like I was like, they're the problem. Like it's not me. It's not me. And then I started, just like, oh, maybe I am. I could be a little crazy with this when it comes to this, or little things. But
I
am accountable though.
Yeah,
I can say that I'm accountable. Like, I'm gonna always say I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, that's my fault.
Yeah, I don't know if I was always like that, but I'm like that now.
Okay, that's good. Maturity. Is a factor. I feel for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Definitely. Because when you're young,
you don't go.
I think your shit don't.
What? You don't care about anything. Yeah, you're right.
And then as you get older, you're like, well, I guess you can't walk around just acting like an asshole.
You can't be an asshole for your career.
Yeah.
Well, you could, a lawyer. Do you feel like how you treat somebody is how they remember you?
Like initially?
Yes.
Like when they first meet you, how you treat them is how they'll remember you? Potentially, yeah. I think it depends on how much time you spend with them outside of that initial meet. But first impressions, they matter. Yeah, they do. Okay. If I don't know you and like... Right.
And you talking...
Yeah, I'm going to be like... They're going to be like, oh, what do you think of so-and-so? I'm going to be like, oh, based off of
that one.
How I first... Now, if I get to know you... and maybe that was a bad day, or you know what I'm saying, then that could potentially change. But yeah, I think it.
Oh, okay. So that initial interaction is how you felt about them was negative. So that's how you carried on and felt until something else changes it, right?
Until you really get to know them, because you don't know a person based off of first impressions. Not necessarily. Maybe potentially.
Maybe first interactions.
Yeah.
Because you have to literally interact. You can't just say, hey, to me.
Yeah.
You got to interact. You have to have a conversation. We have to go. I don't know. I won't remember you if we don't.
Straight like that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But, okay. I feel like people definitely remember how you make them feel. It's like that everlasting impression type of thing. So
how they make you feel, for sure.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what you do, what you give them. They remember how you made them feel.
Yes.
If I don't know, if I was homeless and somebody stopped and checked on me, I would remember that for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Not even if I'm homeless. Like I could just be having a bad day and somebody asks me if I'm okay. Yeah. So
visibly, and they care enough to then it's like, wow, that person is really like a caring.
Yeah, like a good character type of person. Yeah. A good person, like we were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Self-assessment, understanding exactly what you're giving and putting out in the world is important, and then reevaluating and then fixing it. Well, not fixing it, I shouldn't say.
Well, if you need to, if you self-assess,
working on it is a better word.
Working on it, yeah, but I mean, yeah, working on it, because I guess everybody's always a work in progress.
Yeah, and fix just makes it sound like you're broke. It's broken. Like it's not broken. It just needs improvement.
Yeah, but what if you have a broken mentality? Now,
And
stay with me.
Okay.
How I was saying, like I said, oh, my dad is a short-tempered guy, so that's why I act like this. I don't necessarily, I would consider that like a broken mentality. Because I don't think that's just an excuse. That's an excuse to excuse how I want to act instead of doing the work to just fix it.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's on to something.
I mean, and then think about like a narcissist or like a manipulator.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are certain character traits that you could think of that maybe aren't so good, that like,
it's negatively connotated already, so it's not good. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And it's easy to say, like, oh, I'm like this because so and so treated me like this when I was this age, or oh, I'm like this because I went through this and it just made me like that, you know. But it's easy to do that. It's
right. Oh yeah.
hard to do the work.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%.
Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's easy to complain about it, not to do the work to get it done.
Complain about it or even make excuses for it.
We were talking. If you're not changing, you're choosing.
Okay, say that again.
If you're not changing, you're choosing.
Okay.
So change it or be cool with it. That's literally it.
Like sometimes one of the biggest
excuses,
thank you, is, oh well, my parents, oh well,
oh yeah, oh yeah,
and it's just that's not fair.
It's not.
You can't use that as an excuse forever.
You can't.
You know,
and it's so not fair because like you just said, you wanted to be harsher on your children because you didn't have that authoritative figure that you felt like you wanted. You're doing what's best in your mind for your children, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what our parents did. Their parents did. The parents, so like, how are you supposed to blame somebody for trying?
And also, if that is something that you are remembering as a negative in the past, why is it something that you continue to
harp on? Yep. Bring into your future.
You know what I mean? Like, if it's something that was so negative and it impacted you in such a manner, why wouldn't you want to make that change? Why wouldn't you want to do the work? Why wouldn't you want to go the extra mile? You know what I'm saying?
I agree. And it's been a long time coming, apparently, if you're talking about your parents. Raising, say if they were our age, like 30 years old, and you still blaming no.
Like, it's cute. It's not cute, but it's like
almost understandable when you're a kid. Well, a teenager, especially, like your hormones are raising. You just gotta figure out life on your own, things of that nature. But like, no, it's not. It does reach a point where you gotta let it go. You have to literally figure it out on your own. You have to go within yourself because nobody else can not fix you, but nobody else can heal you.
Yeah,
you have to heal yourself.
And nobody can want it. For you more than you want it for yourself.
Nobody's gonna change if they don't want to change.
Yeah.
I have literally preached that my entire life. Like, nobody, I'm not gonna ever put the extra effort to change somebody help grow or help aid in any way. If they are not showing me that they even want it, I'm wasting my time.
I was gonna say, because why waste that time?
We're all wasting our time,
and you can't get that back.
No, saying. Yeah, you can go off and do something else. Like that was so much time that you could have made money. That's you could have figured out a different life. You could have had a baby. Like, fuck,
Yeah. No, actually. Okay, so what do you think it means to be a villain in someone else's story? And do you think you can be a villain without meaning to, like, necessarily do harm?
Yes. I feel like you can be a villain without doing harm. Say if, like, I was having a bad day and I bumped somebody in the grocery store, I didn't even think twice about it, didn't even realize it, but now they're going to carry my face in their head as, oh, she's a bad person, she's a beware, type of thing. You can be a villain in any circumstance, and who you are as a person and who you want to be is going to come into fold, and it's gonna show yourself. I mean, it has to show itself eventually. Like, what are you doing? You're just living out here. You're just being, like a bum type of thing, not contributing to society, not being a good person. I don't know. It's a lot to it. Therapy, I believe in therapy.
So do I. And here, I believe in therapy too, but it's not but. I would go to therapy. Mm-hmm. I have said multiple times that I want to go to therapy. Mm-hmm. I just have not pressed like the send, but haven't sent it.
Okay.
So like as many times as I'm like, yeah, I believe in therapy. It's like, bitch, then why haven't you gone?
You can believe in it and not, take the steps to do it yet.
Yeah, but that makes me feel like, what can I liken that to? Yeah. Great to do self-work. I haven't done any. But the
it's
idea
great.
Is good. Yeah. You know what I mean? It makes me feel like, okay, phony, like, then do it. How can you have opinion on something that you haven't actually experienced? How can you say that it works? Maybe because I guess real people have, like, people that I know have gone through it. And I've actually heard from the people that I know that have been in therapy, they all are like, yes, definitely go.
Right.
And I would. I just like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I haven't.
I don't know if I agree on your statement. Like, how do you believe in something if you haven't done it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know anal's a thing. Unpopular opinion. Having an office job is not easy.
No.
Yeah. Coming from like hospitality business, literally anything but an office. This is the hardest, most difficult environment I've ever had to work in.
Really?
Ever. Like, you have to be a tough cookie or a different type of person to sit at a desk, not really want to do anything for 8 hours.
Right.
I move so much to a point where I know they probably think I'm on drugs. Like, I cannot sit still and it's freezing.
Yeah.
I'm talking freezing. Like, it feels better outside than inside. I am in my office with a scarf and gloves. Oh, yeah.
Menopause.
Older ladies, they use their job or their career as a social environment. Don't talk to me if I'm at work. I want to work and I want to go home as soon as possible. Don't talk to me. Why do you keep and I'm not giving you the energy that I want to reciprocate this conversation? Why are you talking?
Leave me alone. That's what she's saying, y'all. Leave her the fuck alone. Unpopular opinion. Guilty pleasure TV shows should not be shameful, but it is, okay? It is, okay? I like watching.
You have to explain what a guilty pleasure is.
Baddies.
That's my shit.
Yeah, it's not your guilty pleasure.
Fuck no. I feel like that's a lifestyle. What? Like, that's not my lifestyle. Though. No, it doesn't have to be your lifestyle what they're doing, but to live and watch the dumb shit that they do.
Yes,
that's like amazing.
I find it so entertaining. But like, I don't know. I cannot imagine being around my white in-laws and being like,
let's watch Baddies. This fucking Negro. Yeah.
Unpopular opinion. If you're talking about other people as topics, like if you don't have anything going on in your own life that you need to talk about other people, bro, get a fucking life.
And shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. You don't understand how like wickety whack it is.
So whack.
To be like your topics are other people? What about you? What do you got going on?
Oh no, seriously, I hate when people do that. Like why are you talking about them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Roni.
I'm Key.